Hello everyone, my name is Nancy Rhodes. I'm a nurse practitioner and I've been taking care of older people for many years. Just call me Nancy the nurse practitioner. This is one of many series of videos I'd like to do for you about how to take care of a person. But today it's going to be about how to change somebody in bed when you're all by yourself. As a caregiver, it's really hard to do things alone, but if you're taught how to do it, it could be really simple, and I want to help you be a successful caregiver. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure we gather our supplies. You need to wash your hands always before you touch a patient. So first thing I want you to do is wash your hands front and back, between your fingers, good soapy hot water for like 20 seconds. Rinse them well, dry them well. And then you should probably put on a pair of gloves because you don't really know whether there's a soiled undergarments or something underneath. So just be ready for that. So get yourself a pair of gloves. Like this, final gloves. You could buy them in a box in the store. You need a chuck, which is either disposable or a washing machine one. These are great because you could buy 6 in a pack for so many dollars, and they're usable over and over again. And then there's this really good sheet called the Smart Sheet that you can get online. It's a parachute-like material, and it helps you slide a person up and down easily, and it helps prevent your back from getting hurt. Okay, the other thing you'll need is a bottom sheet. It could either be fitted or it could be a flat sheet that you can make a hospital corner, which I'll show you how to do. And also you'll need a top sheet. So that's what we have here for our supplies. And Denise is my lovely assistant here. I gave her some chocolate chip cookies today to bribe her to do this with me. So we haven't dove into those yet, but we'll do that after we're done. So I'm putting on a pair of gloves. Always tell the person what you're doing, even if you're not sure if they understand, so that they can be a partner with you. They can also help you maybe. So the railings are up in a hospital bed, and hospital beds are really great to have for somebody who can't move around much. Your healthcare provider could order you one through Medicare, and you can have one up to 5 years and get a new one. If you need a new mattress or a new spring set or something goes wrong with the remote, you just call the vendor and they would have to replace that based on the regulations and guidelines. So the first thing you want to do is to put the bed up to your waist level, and at the bottom of the bed is actually a crank. So I'm going to go down to the bottom of the bed and crank the bed up. It's kind of up to the height now already, but just showing you how this works. Okay. And then what we're going to do is to put down this side of the railing and get ready to change the bed. The reason why you put down the railing on the side that you are is because it allows you to bend over and not hurt your back. The thing as a caregiver is you need to be careful about good body mechanics. Always bend with your knees, use your upper back and use your arms to move. And if you feel the person's too heavy, don't do it alone. See if you can get some help. Okay, so let's take off the top sheet first. And just make sure we tell Denise everything we're going to do. Denise, we're going to change you in bed today, okay?
Okay.
All right? And I'm going to need you to turn over and just hold on to the railing. So we're going to bend her knee and help her turn over this way and hold on to the railing. Hospital beds are great because they give you the ability to have help. Sometimes there's something called a trapeze. It actually connects to the top of the bed and comes down like a triangle. And if the people have upper body strength, they can actually pull themselves up in bed with it. It's great to have if they're able to use it. So as you see, Denise is over to her side and she's ready for me to change this side of the bed. And basically the concept is to move everything dirty over, put everything clean on, and pull it through. So right now we're going to get our supplies ready. First thing that's going to go on the bottom under Denise is this Smart Sheet. And you can take any sheet and fold it into a square like this. And then just put it down on a person like this. Almost fell on the bed. Like that. And then we're going to put the drawer sheet or the chuck, not the drawer sheet, the chuck, sorry, on top like this. So you can kind of see how it fits together. and then roll them back together, like a Tootsie Roll. I like Twizzlers, but they're not the same. All right, so that's all set to go. And what we're going to do next is get the bottom sheet up and over. So pull the old sheet up. You know, sometimes what people do is give a bath in the bed, and the person is, you know, soggy and the sheets are wet, and this is exactly the time to clean them, look at their skin, look at their heels, look at their elbows, any place where the skin touches the bed where there's a bony spot, you want to watch for what's called pressure sores. So this is a good time to examine some of them too every time you change the bed or change them. So the next thing we're going to do, as we pull this bed covering away, is we're going to roll it over towards Denise. And remember, this is all soiled, so we're trying to move it so it doesn't touch the new sheets that we're going to put on the bed. Now at this time, if she needed to have an undergarment change, this is a perfect time to do that. You can get a bowl of soapy water, you can have it ready, you can pull the garment down. People who are in a hospital bed are better off not in pull-ups. They're better off in the garments that have the little Velcro strips in the sides, so you can undo them and pull them down and clean the person, and then tuck the diaper under with all the dirty stuff, and when you turn her over, you pull it all through and clean the other side. Okay? It's really not too hard to do after you get the hang of it. So let's put the bottom sheet on the bed. And I left Denise up a little bit because some people don't do well on a flat bed because of their breathing. So you can know if the person can be flat or not. If they can, it might make it easier for you to make this bed. Actually, it would make it easier. So use your own judgment on that. So I'm just going to put this bottom sheet on like this. And we're just going to kind of roll it out a little bit and stick this new chuck right here. Kind of place the chuck so that it's under her bottom, the patient's bottom, and a little bit lower, so if there's any drainage, it all goes down to the lower bed and it doesn't go up her back. Also, you need a little support of the chuck under her back, because if it's too low, her body, lower body can get pulled around, but the upper body is going to be stuck. So make sure you get it a little bit up and down, okay? So let's just roll the other new stuff together, like this. Make sure you tuck it under the pillow. You can also remove the pillow if you feel like the person will be comfortable while you're doing this. Make sure the feet are over it. And now what we're going to do is pull up the railing. Go to the other side. And Denise, could you let go of the railing? Okay, that's good. She's going to lie flat, and I'm going to have her bend her knee and just move on over and hold on. And you can see how easily you can take the soiled stuff off the bed. Denise hasn't moved an inch. Look how long your hair is. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
It's beautiful. We're going to pull these sheets through. And look at how nice this is. The chuck is right under her. You can lay back, Denise, if you like. Tuck everything in, and you can put the railing down to help yourself at this point. I should have done that. Once the person has got the railing up on the one side, they're safe that you can move around to the next side and put the railing down. Never leave somebody in a hospital bed with the railings down. Just never know when they might just take a turn out of the bed. And then you're just going to pull the railing up before you move away from the bed. Put the person's head up if it was down. And give them a cover sheet. Now, wasn't that simple? It wasn't too bad. Just make sure you're ready to go. If you find you're getting stuck and you have somebody to help you, tell them what to do to help you, but you can do it by yourself or with someone else. Now, the other thing that's important to know is that to keep the person from kind of scooching down the bed, there is a knee gauge. And you can actually raise the lower part of her bed, to keep her up. And I just want to show you what that looks like. Let me just pull this up a minute. And it actually gatches the knees, and it puts her in more like a little bit of a V position. You don't want a person to stay in this position for a long, long time, but a couple hours is nice and comfortable. Put the head up a little more. Okay. But I want to show you how to pull somebody up in bed while I have Denise here. That's a little sweet. Let's flatten her in bed. And this is really neat because I'm going to take the sheet off because this way you can see everything. I got the head of the bed flat. And even if you leave the knees up a little bit, the person can bend their knees and help you. So Denise, I'm going to pull you up in bed.
Okay.
So we're going to pull the head of the bed down a little bit. You may have to unlock the bottom of the bed. If there's a little lock on the base of the bed, the pedal, just push it. Push the bed out a little. Denise, I'm going to take away your pillow for a minute. And the idea is to pull her up in bed. So on 3, you bend your knees. Bend your knees.
Okay.
And on 3, 1, you're going to go up to the bed, okay? 1, 2, 3. There you go. And you did it all by yourself. She went up really high.
Like it up on it. Oh.
Did you need it? Okay. Basically, that's it. I just wanted to show you how to pull somebody up in bed. So, thank you for joining us, and look forward to seeing you at the next video.